Hello everyone. Welcome to my bold and the beautiful news channel. I hope you're all having an amazing day. Before we dive into today's content, make sure to hit that subscribe button and show some love by giving this video a thumbs up. In Forrester's plan office, Trust asks Liam what he's talking about. He doesn't know. He's simply feeling that after all that they've experienced, did they truly go through all of that to carry on with their lives separated? Trust snickers anxiously over where his brain is going. Liam stammers that they're actually associated. They're as yet Beth's folks. They're still companions. Does she at any point suppose they just surrendered too early? Trust tells him it's a piece late. He inquires as to whether she has somebody in her life. Trust says not yet. Liam tells her Finn won't ever leave Steffi. She doesn't mean Finn. Liam shouts, "I miss you." In the principal office, Brooke tunes in at the entryway as Steffi requests that Edge give Taylor some additional affection. He guarantees her he'll continuously show up for Taylor. "You understand how she affects me." Brooke goes along with them and inquires as to whether everything is okay with Taylor. "I couldn't resist the opportunity to catch wind of." Edge's telephone rings. It's Taylor requesting that he come by the Precipice house. He concurs and disengages. Steffi inquires as to whether her mother is all right. Edge says okay, however, he will go see her. He kisses Brooke and lies out. Brooke, Steffi, Edge B and B. Brooke tells Steffi it's sort of bizarre that her mother calls and her father surges right out of there. It doesn't appear to be odd to Steffi. Brooke inquires as to whether something is happening with Taylor. Steffi doesn't have the foggiest idea. Brooke heard her stressing to her dad. Steffi maintains that hers should remain, so she asked her father to impart the amount they need her in their lives. At the Precipice house, Taylor expresses gratitude toward Edge for coming directly finished. He inquires as to whether she's having more side effects. She's simply struggling with tolerating the new analysis. In the principal office, Brooke tells Steffi she would rather not contend. However, she needs to be evident that her relationship with her dad is just about as significant as hers with Finn. Steffi thinks her relationship is getting a lot of regard. Nobody's kissing her father at family occasions. Brooke notices she's pushing Edge to spend time with Taylor. She's detecting an example here, with Taylor as well, who is rationalizing to invest energy with him. The sooner the two of them understand that she's the lady in his life, the better. Brooke, Steffi, B and B. At the Precipice house, Edge and Taylor puzzle over the messed up heart condition determination. She's feeling much better that she's not passing on, yet at the same time, Edge believes it's best for her to be encircled by family and converse with her youngsters about this. This isn't deadly, so she ought to allow her children an opportunity to assist with improving her. Taylor demands this needs to remain between them. He can't tell anybody, including Brooke. Edge acts exasperated, however, guarantees Taylor he's there for her. In the plan office, Liam figures it would have been exceptional for Beth in the event that they settled on various decisions and remained together. Trust acts disturbed. Liam tells her they endure believing that their girl had passed on. They actually endured. Do we truly let that go? Do you think we even needed to? Trust entreats Liam, simply say it. What are you doing here? What are you asking? Liam says he's inquiring as to whether she could at any point attempt once more. Trust is obviously tossed, so Liam tells her the great offset the awful. They had something exceptional. He's not expressing this out of wistfulness, but rather in view of who he is currently. They're now making it happen. They're a family. They're companions. Consider the possibility that they constructed something delightful from that point. At the Bluff house, Taylor takes her drugs and clarifies for Edge what they do. There's no medical procedure for this. Elegance will do more tests in half a month, and ideally there will be improvement. She needs to understand what set off this since there was no self-evident, unexpected stressors. Edge settled on certain decisions and found somebody who might have the option to help her retouch her wrecked heart. In the principal office, Steffi reminds Brooke that her mother asked her for similar thoughts such a long time back. Brooke demands she wants to regard her. Steffi says her little girl has zero regard. Brooke advises her that trust limits her activities and it will not reoccur. They concur that trust needs a renewed person in her life. Brooke figures Liam could be the man in her life once more. As she says this, Carter strolls in and grimaces. At the Precipitous house, Taylor mourns that she didn't scrutinize her underlying finding. Edge gripes about her heaping culpability on top of all the other things. Taylor can't deny the aggravation she's conveyed in her heart such a long time. In some cases she feels as she doesn't have any idea where she should be. According to here, with family, they embrace. In the fundamental office, Carter tells Brooke and Steffi he heard them discussing trust and Liam. He figures it would be great in the event that she tracked down another person and left the past previously. Steffi inquires as to whether she's trusted in him. Brooke figures she would trust in her first. She muses that he's right about Liam's stuff, however they share a little girl. Carter figures he ought to zero in on expectation for what's in store. He leaves. In the corridor, Carter takes a gander at the way to the plant office and thinks. In the plant office, Liam tells Trust he contemplated how excited Beth would be on the off chance that they reunited. It's additionally about her, what her identity is, and what she needed to endure. The to and fro with him and Steffi those years. She needed to acknowledge a partitioned heart and separated time. It must be hard for her. Trust gestures. Thank you for saying that. Hearing that approaching from you is great. However, Lamb, we've continued on. Liam gestures. I hear you. He tells her it's all right. She's grieved. Liam knows it's asking a great deal, a lot. He's great. He simply needed to tell her how he feels. We're great. They embrace as Carter opens the entryway. At the Cliff House, Taylor takes her medications and explains to Ridge what they do. There's no surgery for this. Grace will do more tests in a few weeks, and hopefully there will be improvement. She wants to know what triggered this, since there was no obvious sudden stressors. Ridge made some calls and found someone who may be able to help her mend her broken heart. In the main office, Steffi reminds Brooke that her mom asked her for the same consideration all those years ago. Brooke insists she needs to respect her. Steffi says her daughter has zero respect. Brooke reminds her that Hope regrets her actions and it won't happen again. They agree that Hope needs a new man in her life. Brooke thinks Liam could be the man in her life again. As she says this, Carter walks in and frowns. At the Cliff House, Taylor laments that she didn't question her initial diagnosis. Ridge complains about her piling guilt on top of everything else. Taylor can't deny the pain she's carried in her heart all these years. Sometimes she feels like she doesn't know where she belongs. He says, right here, with family, they embrace. In the main office, Carter tells Brooke and Steffi he overheard them talking about Hope and Liam. He thinks it would be nice if she found someone new and left the cast in the past. Steffi asks if she's confided in him. Brooke thinks she would confide in her first. She muses that he's right about Liam's baggage, but they share a daughter. Carter thinks he should focus on Hope for the future. He walks out. In the hallway, Carter looks at the door to the design office and thinks. In the design office, Liam tells Hope he thought about how thrilled Beck would be if they got back together. It's also about her, who she is, and what she had to suffer through. The back and forth with him and Steffi all of those years. She had to accept a divided heart and divided time. It had to be difficult for her. Hope nods. Thank you for saying that. It's nice to hear that coming from you. But Liam, we've moved on. Liam nods. I hear you. He tells her it's okay. She's sorry. Liam knows it's asking a lot, maybe too much. He's good. He just wanted to let her know how he feels. We're good. They embrace as Carter opens the door. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe for more updates.